Right, it is bulking season. Today I'm going to give you 5, there's an aeroplane. Gone, is it going, is it going, is it going? It's the slowest aeroplane I've ever seen and it's gone. Today I'm going to give you 5 hacks for bulking which I've learned over the years. Now, if you want to build a solid amount of muscle, you've got to be in a calorie surplus for a long time. You see way too many people out there smashing back the calories and doing like 10-week bulks where they just go really extreme, eat loads, lift loads of heavy weight, when in reality the only gains they're making is them fat gains. If you want to see some solid muscle gain, then you want to be in a bulking phase for at least 6 months to see some good results, not 10 weeks. A lot of bodybuilders out there do 18 months, so they'll take a year or 2 off from competing just to bulk. So tip number 1 is increase your calories gradually. Now you should be starting off your bulk on fairly low calories, maybe around maintenance, because you want to start from a lean position because you're going to be putting on body fat no matter what throughout this bulk. So you want to be increasing calories little by little every week, 2, 3 weeks, whenever your strength is stalling in the gym, whenever fucking hell, man. They gotta be joking me. Usually when my strength stalls in the gym, that's the indicator that I need to bump my calories up. So I usually go for 200-300 calorie increases most of the time. Throughout my bulk, my protein will stay around the same, my fats will stay fairly similar. If not, I'll bump them up a little bit, but I'll try and ramp up my carbs as high as possible because they're the best for fueling your performances and recovering from your sessions. Tip number 2, is that swearing or is that the peace sign? Because I always use that as like the peace sign, and then someone was like, are you swearing at me? And I was like, no, I'm using the peace sign. Try and get some structure to your diet. Work out a meal plan which suits your lifestyle. For me, 3 bigger meals doesn't really work for me when I'm on such high calories because the meals are just way too much to digest. I like to usually have 6, 7 meals, space them out with 3 to 4 hours between the meals so then I can digest everything and I actually want to eat my food. Because if you're eating 3 massive meals, they are so tough to eat when you're on 4,000-5,000 calories a day. I know what works well for a lot of people is the 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. So 9 a.m. you would have your breakfast, meal 1, 12 is your lunch, 3 is meal 3, 6 o'clock is your dinner, your 4th meal of the day, and then your last meal of the day, pre-bed, 9 p.m. If you do want to wake up earlier, wake up at 6 a.m. get that 6th meal in. It really does depend, but I prefer eating littler but often when calories are getting high. Tip number 3 for bulking really does fit in with my last point, and that is opening up your eating window. Now, if you're struggling to get all your calories in throughout the day, simply wake up earlier or go to bed later. It will give you more time in the day to eat your calories. When I'm bulking, I like to wake up earlier, so I'll be up at 5 a.m, get my meal 1 in. By the time it's 9 a.m, I'm on to meal 2, I'm already 1 meal ahead of the game. So if you're struggling to get all your calories in a shorter amount of time, open up that eating window, still assuring that you're getting your 8 hours sleep, but just wake up earlier and as soon as you're up, eat some food. Which leads me on to tip number 4, which is drinking your calories or blending your calories up. Now, when you're waking up 5 a.m. in the morning, the last thing you want to do is eat some steak, rice, chicken, vegetables or oats, whatever. Your mouth's just so dry. The first thing you want in the morning really is a drink. So I find it best just blending up my calories. I've got a NutriBullet. I always have a shake. If you follow me for a while, you would have seen it on the channel of oats, peanut butter, protein. I'll chuck some egg whites in there. I'll chuck some ice cream in there. I'll chuck some whole milk in there just to make it more calorie dense and drink that first thing in the morning. That is meal 1. It's really easy. It's got 1,000 calories in. It's got a good amount of protein, carbs and fat in. And that's meal 1 just down in about 5 seconds. So I find blending your calories can make it really easy. However, you want to use this later on in your bulk really when you're really struggling to get the calories in. Just blend them together. And what I'm not saying is blend chicken, broccoli and rice together. I've heard of people who do that. Now that is just stepping the line. That is utter filth. 5th and final hack is making more calorie dense choices. Now, as bulking gets harder, my calories start working up and up and up. I'll start to change out things in my diet which have more calories in them. So at the moment I have almond milk. Once my calories start to go up, I'll switch to semi-skimmed milk because it's got more in it. Once that gets harder, my calories go further up, I'll switch to whole milk. With my cooking, I cook in 1 calorie spray. After my calories start going up, I'll maybe change to coconut oil or olive oil. So it's got more calories in there, but it doesn't even really seem like that I'm making a change. So it's more just being smart about what you're doing. Cereals are really easy to get in and they're calorie dense. Cereal bars, even toppings. So if you're having bagels, top them off with jam, top them off with honey. Sauces, barbecue sauce, ketchup. I don't like ketchup, but you can. If you're some sort of weirdo, you can add some ketchup. Nando sauce, there's loads out there. Make more calorie dense choices and it will make the bulk 10 times easier and 10 times longer. That is the end of today's video, guys. That is my 5 top bulking hacks or tips which I've learned over the years. The biggest tip which I can give you out of this video is if you are not gaining size, then you do not need a new training plan. You do not need to be taking a new protein shake. You need to be eating more. It's literally as simple as, I have so many people message me on Instagram, George, I'm not getting bigger, I'm doing everything I can and I'm just not growing. My genetics are terrible. Trust me, I have the worst genetics for being big. I'm a skinny little twig and I've managed to do okay. And it's simple. Eat more. If you're not getting bigger, eat more. That is it. I hope you did enjoy this video and you learned something from it. Make sure you drop a like down below. Comment any future videos you want to see because it is now bulking season. So I want to cover some bulking topics. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I will see you in the next video.